everyone, I'm Talia Hagler and this is On the Bright Side, brought to you by Dawn Incorporated, your local trusted commercial contractor since 1993. This is our very first episode of On the Bright Side and I'm so excited that you're joining us. If you don't know what we are yet, On the Bright Side is a good news show. We'll be highlighting small businesses and entrepreneurs, artists and makers, and local nonprofits. There's so much bad news going on. You see it on television, you see it in your social media feeds. This is a chance to take a break and see all the great things that are happening in our region. Now with that being said, we'll go to our first story. The first business that we're highlighting is Café Rosé. Now Café Rosé is in Austintown. They're a coffee and wine shop. They're waiting on their liquor license, so they don't have the wine yet. But they're not your typical coffee shop. You can't go in there, for example, and get a latte. They have a really unique and interesting concept. Take a look.
The idea of Café Rosé is that we want to bring all the wonderful flavors of the state of Ohio into our hometown of Austintown, Ohio. So we have featured right now 8 local coffee roasters, and once we get our liquor permit through the bureaucracy of the state of Ohio, we'll have wine as well. We of course are featuring flavors from our Mahoning Valley, including Branch Street, Marlowe's, and Libs, but we also have coffee roasts from Columbus, Cleveland, and Kent areas as well. And the idea then too is not only are we bringing these new flavors to your one-stop shop for coffee and in the future wine, but we're also supporting other local business owners as well. My friend Amanda Evans also co-owns the cafe with me. Amanda and I have been friends for a very long time and we often are road trip buddies. We like to do little trips here and there and travel around, and we always would stop at local coffee shops or local wineries. And when you're in the car for 3-4 hours, you get talking, and this idea of Café Rosé just kind of evolved over a course of a few years. We hope we continue to grow. Like I said, we're waiting on that liquor permit to bring in the wine to sell and kind of do the same thing we do with the coffee roasters, have wine from different areas in the state of Ohio. We're also hoping in the future to offer, some wraps and salads and things you can enjoy. We do have some seating here now, so if you wanted to come and work. We want basically like a safe, cozy, welcoming space for people to come, whether that's to work, to hang out with friends, read a book in a quiet corner, but then also while supporting other local business owners with the coffee and wine.
I'm always super inspired by people who have a passion and then take that leap into entrepreneurship. It is not an easy thing to do. So we want to help support Leah and Café Rosé by giving away a $20 gift card. All you have to do to enter is share this episode of On the Bright Side. You'll be automatically entered and we will have a live drawing next week on Facebook. And now to our next segment, Maker Minute or Two, where we highlight a local artist or maker. And this month we are talking to Daniel Rauschenbach. He is a watercolor painter and he does ceramics and he does beautiful work. We caught up with him at his gallery, the Soap Gallery in downtown Youngstown.
My name is Daniel Rauschenbach. I am a painter and ceramicist. I primarily work on landscapes. It's the escape. I think that's the thing that most of us can relate to, is we need that little bit of escape or that little bit of curiosity in our lives. I think that's what nature does. I think that's what animals do. I think that's what landscapes do. A lot of my pieces have like sailboats, florals, animals, and it's that deep breath, it's that ability to lose ourselves in the art. I have a degree in ceramics, I have a degree in bronze sculpture, did nothing with painting whatsoever, and I traveled abroad for a bit in England, and while I was there I realized that I was able to travel with a pad of paper and watercolors, and it was the most horrific, hardest thing to paint with, and I loved it because if I made a mistake, I had to live with my mistake. If you have acrylics, you're able to paint over it. Oil, you just wait some time, you can paint over it. Watercolor, you make a mistake, you live with it. And that's what I think we should just live with our mistakes and grow from that. I always hoped that I'd make a living off of my art. I don't need to be rich. I need to create. And I think the nice thing is I'm able to share my pieces with people, and they're willing to pay me, not an astronomical sum of money from art, but they're able to have a piece of my art. They're able to use that as a discussion piece, and that is, I think, the cool aspect of where we've come now.
So full disclosure, I love Daniel's work, and I actually have 2 of his pieces hanging in my house. If you want to see his work up close, he'll be having a one-day show at the Soap Gallery in Youngstown, Friday, February 17th. If you can't make it, don't worry, he is everywhere. He's at artist markets and maker markets, and he's usually at the Youngstown Flea. You can check him out on social to see where he'll be next. And our next segment is called Doing Good in the Neighborhood, and this month we are highlighting an amazing nonprofit that gives children in need a comfortable place to sleep. Sleep in Heavenly Peace Trumbull County is an all-volunteer organization, and they build and deliver beds to children in need. I was able to tag along on their last delivery, and it was really a special experience, so check it out.
Sleep in Heavenly Peace is an all-volunteer organization. We build beds and then we deliver them to children in need within Trumbull County. We service children ages 3 to 17. On a delivery day, our volunteers will come and then we split everybody up into teams. So they'll each get their number of beds that they're going to deliver to the houses, and we make sure that they pack up enough materials. We can do them in single beds or bunk beds. Once everyone's loaded up with their materials, they head out to the house and then they go in the home and build the bed. Oftentimes the children that are receiving the beds are home at the time, which adds another exciting element to it because they're usually really excited that they're getting a bed and they want to help alongside us as well.
It just is awesome. They're so excited, and we take so much for granted, but something as simple as a bed just makes such a difference for these kids.
One of my favorite things is to be able to see the look on the kids' faces once all their bedding's on and everything.
It is incredible. It's just to provide children with beds that otherwise wouldn't have them is amazing.
In 2021, our first year of full operation, we delivered 82 beds. In 2022, we delivered 100 beds, and our goal for this year is 150 beds.
They've been sleeping on basically the couch and with us always. So it was honestly awesome. They are very grateful, and I want to say thank you so much.
They're very excited, that's for sure. They're in there jumping up and down on their beds, so yeah, they're very excited.
They're always sleeping with us, so it's just grateful.
Sleep in Heavenly Peace is always looking for volunteers, so if you liked what you saw and you want to help out, just go to their website. You can sign up right there to get involved. And I have to say, the kids' excitement was pretty overwhelming, and I'm definitely going to go back and help, and I'm going to take my kids because I think that's a good experience for them as well. So now we're going on to a segment that is the only segment in the show that is not Valley specific. It is called My Current Obsession, and I just thought it would be fun to see what people are currently obsessed with, whether it's a TV show or a book or a podcast or a restaurant or a park. So we caught up with people outside the Youngstown Flea, and this is what they had to say.
So my current obsession is barndominiums. They are so cool. I found them on social media. Look them up. You'll be obsessed too.
My current obsession is caramel. Anything caramel. Caramel Dunkin'. I just found a caramel shot. It's called salted caramel pretzel shot. Obsessed with it right now.
My current obsession is Game of Thrones right now. I'm a little late to the party there, but I think I'm on season 2 right now and it's really good, so yeah.
My current obsession is wearing the color pink. Normally I wear neutral colors all the time, but I'm just obsessed with pink right now, and so is she.
My current obsession right now is Harry and Meghan. I cannot get enough of them. I've never been into celebrities, but I just cannot get enough documentaries, transcripts, books, everything Harry and Meghan I'm obsessed with.
So my current obsession is the History Channel show Alone. It's not something I ever thought I would like, but it's amazing. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. They take contestants, it's a reality show, they drop them off in a remote location totally alone. They have to build their shelter, make a fire, get food, protect themselves against predators. It's crazy and I'm obsessed, and you should check it out. Thank you so much for watching the show today. It was really fun to put together. If you have any story ideas, pass them along. We're always looking for fun things to highlight. We're going to end today with a word from our sponsor. Dawn Incorporated is a really wonderful company with an amazing team and a great company culture. Today they are highlighting Ashley, a longtime employee and a member of the leadership team.
Ashley started with us in 2011. Of course, she didn't know what she was getting into. I didn't know what I was getting out of her.
I started out in just an administrative position right out of college. I've worn several different hats and kind of learned different things over the years.
She's just such a genuine person. She lives by all of our core values. She's an integral part of our team, one of our 4 leadership positions. She's always thinking outside of the box, and I always say that she takes like the craziness that goes on here and wraps up a beautiful little package and puts a bow on it.
We have a very cohesive teamwork, kind of atmosphere and culture.
Her future is open as she wants it to be. I mean, honestly, the room for growth here it never stops, it never ends, and she could go as far as she wants.
On the Bright Side is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.